Donna Kretsch is here getting us motivated for the week. Last time we talked a little bit about the domino analogy and kind of finding what that resistance is to flicking that first one. Now we're to the point where we're thinking, what's the plan? Huh?
What's the plan?
Yeah.
Because listen, we talked several weeks ago about figuring out if it's your goal or not.
Yeah.
Which is key. You're not going to achieve a goal that's not really your goal.
You always talk about subliminal. I always think it's maybe somebody else planning something.
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shoulds, right?
Sure.
I think Tony Robbins says we go around shoulding all over ourselves, right? And there are a lot of I should do this, right? But it's got to be something you want. And when it's something you want, you'll move on it,
Sure.
right? But then we talked about the one thing, right? You need to move on it by looking at what's the one thing I could do in my area of health that will have the biggest influence. The one thing I could do in my area of work that will have the biggest influence on getting me where I want to go. The one thing I could do with my family or my love relationships. So it's one thing.
Sure.
And we talked about resistance. These different things that come against us are all resistance. Well, at the end of the day, when you figured out your goal and you've really thought about a one thing, you need a plan. You need a plan.
Sure.
Here's how you make a plan. And I think sometimes this is why people don't achieve goals as well.
Tough to get started.
You need to think about who the people are, who are the groups, who are the organizations that can help you. You need to think about what are the skills, what's the knowledge, what do you need to learn, what's the education. Now, you don't have to go out and get a degree, right? But you can't sit there and go, this is my goal, this is my goal, this is my goal.
Right. And
Domino's not going down.
Right.
With that.
Time to wobble.
But if we will simply sit down and say, who is a person or the people, or who are the groups or the organizations that are working on this, that are good at this, that are experts at this, they can help me. Get attached. What's the skill, the knowledge, the education that I need? Where do I go to learn that? Where do I go to glean it? We live in an age where you can learn anything on the internet, right?
You don't have to reinvent the wheel.
But at all. There's always a system, Jeff. So if you will get with what do I need to learn and put that with who could I learn that from?
Sure.
And who can help perpetuate me toward that goal? All you need now is a deadline. When you've got the people, you've got the knowledge, and you've got the deadline, and you need a deadline. Every SMART goal has a time-sensitive deadline. I have to have a by this date.
Okay.
When you have those three things, you have a plan. And a lot of times, I don't think we think about the other folks that could help, what we need to learn that we don't know, and that deadline. Those three components, you've got a plan, but you need those three components for a plan.
Get the plan in place. All right, excellent. Thank you so much, Don. I appreciate it. Don't go away with background to this.